episode of Strong United Voices. It's your boy D.
And Miss Lovely. And today we have a guest on here. I know y'all seen me advertising it with the finest makeup artist here we have today is Miss Tika.
Hi.
Okay. We just want to give a shout out before we go into anything to our sponsor, Be Great Clothing, the Joker at the Pop-Up Show. Let's give a round of applause for them. And also for some jobs. I know a lot of people may don't want to go to work, but this is just for people that's in collections. This place is hiring, y'all. They hiring on the spot. They will train you. So if you want to be involved with collections, I believe it might be point calling. I don't know what other positions they have there, but they really looking for, you know, good quality people. But if you don't, they will train you into a quality person. Okay, and that's called Abraham and Strauss Mediations. And you can give Mike a call at 444-5618. Again, 44 area code 716-444-5618. You can ask for Mike and get yourself set up for an interview. But again, they is hiring on the spot. All right. So if you're looking to work, because unemployment, you know, even though Trump is still in office, even after he gets out of office, he still got those 3 months in there. So you ain't getting no stimulus checks and you ain't getting no extra unemployment. So you might want to take advantage of a job that's going to be guaranteed and around. So it's what you make it, and they do pay good bonuses out there. So I'm just letting y'all know, you know, try to take advantage of these jobs while they are hiring, because at that moment, when once it's all said and done and you don't take advantage, you know, you get paid what they want to pay you at minimum wage. So you might want to jump on it while the cakes is hot. Okay, so let's get on right here to my girl, Tika. What is, yes, let's just hear a little bit about yourself, where you're from. I don't need your address, just like, you know, I'm from Buffalo. And just give us a little background with the school and stuff like that. Just a little bit.
Well, I'm born and raised here, right here in the city of Buffalo, New York. Mm-hmm. I grew up on the east side. I grew up basically on Gray Street, Sycamore, Genesee area.
Sycamore in the house. We always get Cold Spring up in this motherfucker. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I grew up there when I was real little. That's where my grandparents lived. You know how grandma's house was when he was little. That was the house.
Yes.
That was the block to be on.
Yes.
Then I kind of migrated over to downtown.
Okay.
You know,
Downtown in the house.
Downtown right there. That down the way life.
Yeah. Okay.
So I grew up down there, and I just loved it. I went to school 6.
Okay.
Roughing it.
Okay.
You know, fighting and kicking and screaming
right.
and all that. But JFK Park and all that. But it was good.
Okay.
It was good. It was good to have fun. I graduated from Emerson.
Okay.
But I wasn't trying to cook nothing.
And I was just about to ask you, what did you take up? Because I know they had
I took a machine shop.
Okay.
Believe it or not, right?
Okay.
I took a machine shop because it was still creating something.
Yeah.
And I took that up, and then I went to cosmetology school from there.
Okay.
So I graduated. I got my license.
So when did you start school there? Just a year.
Oh, 97.
Okay, 97. Okay.
97, I went to Continental Beauty School.
Yeah, my mom went there for that.
Yes.
Okay,
97, I went there. I graduated in 98. And
so you wasn't playing. You got them hours in and got it. Because I know about that, even though I ain't go.
Yes, you gotta get them
1,000 hours. Okay, gotta get them hours.
You gotta get them 1,000 hours.
Okay.
So I had to get my hours in. And I graduated from there, and then I went on. I got my first salon position at New Revelation Beauty Salon.
Okay.
Where who was owned by Monique Winfield. First Lady Monique Winfield.
Okay.
And she's so awesome. So she gave me my first opportunity because at the time I was working on a temporary license.
Okay.
And so she didn't have to let me, come working in there, but she did. Mm-hmm. And I was there for a long time. I was there for 10 plus years. And then finally in 2011, I decided to open my own salon. And I opened my salon, Miss Tika Salon of Hair and Beauty in Lockport, because there were no stylists that catered to the black community.
Out there, right. Because they really don't have nothing too much anyway, And
there's a whole lot of mixtures going on out there.
Yeah.
Well, these people did not know what to do with these.
So I know you killed it out there.
I was. It was good to me for the time I needed to be there. Mm-hmm. But then after so long, I kind of started to feel like my season was up, that I was there for a particular reason, and God was shifting me in another direction. Okay. And then I conceived my daughter, Layla, my little baby boo.
Okay.
And that was 2016.
So you have one daughter or one kid?
No, I have 4.
Oh, okay.
I have 4. My oldest boy, Donovan, he's 16.
Okay.
And then there's Janiyah, that's my duplicate.
Okay.
She just turned 15.
Okay.
I have Kendall, she's 12.
Okay.
And then Layla, she just turned 4.
Okay.
So when I conceived of Layla, I had to go on bed rest. My doctor had me really, really restricted because of all these complications that I was having. So my husband, Johnny Goats.
Johnny.
He was like, okay, honey, it's time to shut this down because, you know, you and my baby gonna make it through
That's
this.
right.
So
That's right.
by the time he was like, okay, what you gonna do? Because this is what I want you to do. But what are you gonna do? And I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to, you know, I gotta just stop.
Right.
And I'm telling you, that probably was like Thursday. By Saturday, that salon was clear.
Wow.
He had moved everything. You hear me? I ain't had no chance to change my mind.
Once you got the okay, Johnny said it's over. It's over.
You say no? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Right,
Can
right.
I just do one more week? You know?
Right. Okay, so you do hair too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I should have thought about that because you ain't going away to Lockport for no makeup.
Oh, no.
But now, what made you get into this? Like, I mean, you know, because by you going to Emerson, like, what is it something that you always just like to do, or did you always like do your own makeup and you just felt, you know, this is your skill? What, you know?
I loved it since a little kid. When I was little, I would get Barbie dolls. My mother would buy me Barbie dolls, and I would cut my Barbie doll hair, and I would warm my curling irons up just enough to bend their hair a little bit, because you know the Barbie dolls, it was more like plastic.
Yeah.
So I would warm my flat irons up enough, or my curling iron just enough to kind of bump it a little bit, and I was giving them like the salt and pepper cuts. And my mother was like, "This little girl is seriously."
And at what age that was?
I had to be like 7, 8 years old.
Okay.
So, but my grandmother, I grew up with her doing hair. You know, she was killing them curls with that blue magic.
Yeah.
So,
bone pressing that hair.
And she had she did, what was that with the green? Was it Peter Piccolo?
Peter Piccolo, yeah, right. That's one of the schools.
So then my mother, she had a salon in our home when I was growing up. So I would slowly start to assist her, like in my teenage years. So by the time I was like 14, 15, I was getting my own clientele, working through high school, having my friends come over after school.
I know that's right.
I'm giving them French rolls and finger waves.
Right.
It was good.
Right.
So I knew then, like, I'm going to be in the beauty industry for a long time.
Okay. Yeah. So now let's go into your makeup. We'll start there. Your products, like, do you create your own products, or is it a particular product line you're using?
Well,
with the, you know, the eyeshadow and the foundation.
I use a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I use what I like.
Okay.
So I was out working in the field for like a bunch of different cosmetic lines.
Okay.
So I was a representative for Becca, Tarte, you know, these different
so
mega
you
lines.
got to learn.
Yeah, I was a coordinator, so
Gotcha.
I had access. It gave me a lot of access to a lot of different cosmetics. But prior to that, I was just buying the things that I liked.
Okay.
And then probably, what was that? 2000 and what is it? 2020. This had to be about 2010, 12. Is when I started to create my first product, my lip gloss. And I started there, and I told my husband, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. And he's like, okay, yeah, you can do it. So I started buying all of my things that I wanted to make it with. And then I did my first batch, and then I did like a couple small events that people were having out, like vendor events. So I had my table set up, and I was selling the lip gloss and was selling out, but I wasn't 100% satisfied with it. And I would have customers inboxing me like, can I get some more of that lip gloss? It was nice. And I'm like, okay, I'll get you some soon. But it wasn't really what I knew I wanted to put out. So I wasn't happy with the packaging and the tubes and things like that.
But that was your first.
It was my first.
Yeah, so you got to learn your way.
So then
So you started off with just having fun with it.
Right.
And then
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Really
that's the type of stuff that happened, but that's what takes off. When you just really having fun with it. But once you put yourself to it, it seemed like it's harder.
It took on a whole life of its own. Then it was like, wait a minute, this is a real thing.
Right.
Like, I gotta pay more attention to the fine details, and the presentation of it. So I had, kind of put that on pause, and then I got just caught up with family and babies and all that kind of stuff. Regular life things. And I'm like, okay. And then I got, into working and making money. And when the money is good and they're paying you good, you're good with it. The checks are coming. And I'm like, okay, I'm there. I got it. But then, then all of my stuff started taking a back seat.
It started making sense at that point.
Absolutely. So then when the pandemic happened, it was almost like God was like, okay, I put all these things in you, all these talents, all these gifts, all these ideas. I'll shut everything down. So what's your excuse now? So get up and do it.
Focus.
And he made a way. The money was there. The time was there. The focus was there. It was like, why not?
Everything go according
And it
to
fell
plan.
right in line. And I started. I was told my husband. I was like, this is it. This is the time for me to do this.
So during this pandemic is when you really focus on. You saying your lip gloss, or you just talking about everything?
Everything. That was like my get back to Miss Tika business time right there. And that's exactly what I did. And I had like the best cheerleader. I mean, every time I was like, this is it. I'm done. It's hard. I can't do it. I'm tired. This ain't happening right. This ain't y'all know.
You ain't gotta say it.
When you ordering stuff and come wrong or don't come or come the wrong size, the wrong colors, or be delayed, all that stuff, and it makes you just anxious and just frustrated. And you just want to say forget it. And my husband, he was just like, no, there's so much greatness here. You have so much to do. God didn't give you all this for you to just wash it off.
Right.
So he never let me quit. I appreciate that.
All right. So Johnny.
Now that we talking about that, because it kind of take me into a segment that I feel like is very important for people to know. Could you explain to the audience like how having him there and being motivated for that to be your other half, how important is that?
It's so important because if, for one, my husband is at my house. He's the king of my house. That's his house, and he respects me. For us to run our household together. He's not a dictator or anything like that. My husband has never. He reminds me so much of my grandfather. He's so old school, and I love that about him. That was like my initial attraction to him. Was like, oh, he's so like manly, and he was just always so conscious of me and how I felt. So it was important for me to have the support from him, because when you're in a home and you're divided and you going in one direction, your husband going in another direction, or think you should be doing something else, you don't have no peace in your home. You can't rest well. You can't function good.
Or focus.
No, you can't focus. So it was so important for me to have his support, and I had it from the beginning. He has never requested for me to have a job. But
you done found you a good one. Where he from, honey? Is you from down south?
He from Niagara Falls.
Oh, well, shit. I guess they got some good ones out there.
But I've never had like that pressure where, I know I gotta work, or I gotta this, I gotta that. So when when the time came and I wanted to go full force into this, he was like, well, okay, it's time for you to start cutting some of these hours back from these other people, because you need to focus on this. So he was there to motivate me, to push me, to catch me when I when I felt like I was falling. He never let me hit the ground. He never let me stop, and I needed that. I needed that support. I needed that push. He kept me covered spiritually. That's a praying man. Okay.
All right.
When I couldn't pray for myself, he was praying me through. So you need that, because it's hard to do alone. It's so hard to do alone,
especially doing everything.
Yes.
Because it's different, because you're doing personal and business,
and absolutely,
and still trying to keep your spirit right, and keep you going. So you do need that.
You have to have that. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, there's some rough patches.
Oh
okay?
Yeah.
There's some rough patches where you're like, okay, well, didn't I tell you that like 3 days ago? And then I'm like, guess what? Somebody said such and such, and I should do it. He was looking at me like,
I just told you that. You heard it when they said it.
Like, Jigga, please. Okay?
This my son. He do that to me. He be like, well, somebody else told her that. I've been told her that 2 months ago.
Sometimes you don't hear it.
Yeah.
It's like an outside source, and then I'm like, you know what? It's hard to be like, okay, I know you did. I'm like, okay, honey, all right.
Yeah, you got that one. You're right.
You can't say nothing.
Right.
You don't want to hear that, but you just be like, okay.
I gotta eat this.
Yeah, you can't get
You're right.
Right.
I just feel like, and the thing is that the message is getting through, and that's one thing I realize sometimes. You saying it so many times, like, hey, you ain't right about anything. But then when somebody else like, oh, you know what, that sound good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know. As long as the message got through, though.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah, and that's good, too, to have that partnership, and especially with business, because it helps you move forward.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, I want to ask you a question. What's your products? Like, do your products go for any kind of skin, mature skin? Like, it just... You
it's
how
for
should I say,
everybody.
universal?
Yes.
With that?
So I revamped the lip gloss.
Okay.
Came back with a bang. It's
Okay.
came back with a bang.
That's something when you know your product.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm tooting my own horn.
Right. I know. I stand on my product 100%.
Right. I put a lot into this. This is some good stuff.
Okay.
So I came back and revamped the packaging and everything, and the shades are very diverse.
Okay.
It's something for everybody. If you're light skin, brown skin, medium skin, whatever kind of undertones you have, if it's olive, orange, red, you know, there's something for everybody. You can find the color, but pretty much all the shades that we have will look good on anybody. There's not a shade where you're like, oh, I'm too dark.
Right.
No such thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got your own foundations?
I don't have any foundations
you got
yet.
that.
No,
Okay.
right now we have lip gloss, eyelashes. I have applicators.
Oh, eyelashes?
Yes.
Okay, because they are popping over there, honey.
And these are Jacqueline lashes.
Okay. Look, and I don't even know them, but them motherfuckers is bad, okay? That's what I do know.
Yes.
I do know that, okay? And I'm going to have to cop a pair of them joints. Besides, and we met you from Sheila at the convention,
Power 96.
Millennium.
At the Millennium Hotel.
Did you won an award for the
Makeup artist of the year.
and he had won the best clothing line.
Yeah.
And that particular person, Sheila Brown, love her. I love you, Auntie.
Awesome.
Shout out to you so much. Besides her, like, who else have you did with, you know, some big things in the town have you worked on?
I have worked, wow, there's a lot of,
just name 2 or 3.
Like church industry
yes, I don't
people. I've worked with the Clarks before.
Okay.
I've worked with Toby the Great. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
That's
He's from Detroit. He's one of the best hairstylists out there, and he does a lot of the Clarks hair. He's been doing their hair for a long time. I actually was at Dorinda's house with my godmother.
Okay.
And he was there, and I walked in like a deer in headlights. Like, is this man standing in front of me? Because I had studied him for a long time.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, girl. And I had did my cousin Carla's bob, right? This little wavy bob. So I'm like looking at her hair and looking at him like, is he going to be looking at her hair? Like, and he was like, who did your hair? And she was like, my cousin did it. He was like, okay. Like, I was like, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I'm like, Toby has given me his stamp.
Okay.
I'm good.
Toby Great.
Yeah, Toby the Great. We still keep in contact on social media.
Okay.
He's still doing big things, but he's an awesome hairstylist. To do. And I've done Miss Sheila. I've done like
Yes.
And it's been good.
Now, where do you be? Do you have a location, or you just go by appointments and they call you and just set up an appointment for you to come to them? How are you working with
both actually? Okay. So I have an area set up in my home where I take some people.
Yeah, certain clients. Special
clients.
You
don't bring
special clients. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Let me tell you, all money ain't good money.
Got to turn it down.
And them spirits is real.
Right. Don't want them jumping off.
And I got kids, so I do take some clients in my home.
Okay.
But I do travel, so I come and I go, and most of the time I'm moving because I do a lot of brides, fashion shows. And commercial shoots. I did a commercial, a PR thing yesterday for Penny Pole Cosmetics.
Okay.
And they're up and coming cosmetic line.
I think I heard of
skincare. Yeah, they're the Portia Ari. She has Ari Parson PR firm.
Okay.
And she represents Joy, Beyonce's drummer.
Shut up.
And I've done Joy.
Okay.
With these people. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did a shoot with them yesterday. Kind of cool, like commercial PR kind of like thing. So I'm always on the move. I'm always dragging bags.
Right. What is your time frame that you do business? If you want to let people know, is it necessary to set up an appointment with you online? You got a business page?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so she's gonna drop that information, and then they can go there and set up an appointment.
They can go there. They can inbox me. My business page is Miss Tika and Jacqueline Beauty on Facebook. I have Miss Tika T actually, MISSTIKATEE on Instagram.
Oh.
And then I have the Jacqueline Beauty page.
Okay.
And so you can inbox me. Everybody, I always say everybody has my phone number. I've had the same phone number for so long. Right. That it just goes, it's on my business cards. Okay. You inbox me, set your appointment up, or email. A lot of people like to email their appointments in. And it's just easier for me like that. Okay. I've had all the little systems and go on there and set your appointment. I ain't got time for that. Right. Just hit me up and let's get this appointment. Yes, I ain't got time for all that stuff.
Okay, so you do wedding parties.
I do bridal parties. I have a team. Well, once I have a team, I'm building a team.
Good.
I do have people. No, I do have people that I go to. When I did the PR shoot the other day, I called my girl Relena. Okay. And she's a dope makeup artist in the city, and she always helps me, and I can work with her without micromanaging her. Okay. So it's
she makes the best decisions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was just about to say that first because you do great work, and do the fact you're welcome. Do the fact that actually doing that, people will start coming more and more, and it's like, yo, it's only so much I can do by myself, because I know how to get busy. I'm the one doing it. Absolutely. But it's like you be somebody, even if it's not as good as you, close to. That's gonna stand on your brand.
I want them to be dope because you represent me. When you come in here working for me, if I text you and say, hey, I need an assistant for this day, trust and believe or something. If I was to break my finger in the middle of that session, I need to be secure that you can keep on going, because it's at the end of the day, this is my brand, and I done worked hard at this. So I want you to be good. I'm not one of those artists that's like, I want to team up with people that I know, I stand above. Right. Because everybody has room to grow. Everybody got to get there. Last year, I wasn't where I am right now. So that's not me. But we got a lot of artists in the city like that. Okay. And a whole lot of them, and a lot of them will not recommend other good artists. Well,
they don't want nothing neck and neck with them anyway.
Absolutely. So especially when there's a situation where you have a client of your book, I can't take you. But then they'll go and they'll find a artist not as good and say, oh, well, this person might be available for you. That is not me. Right. No.
Because they want to send them somewhere. Well, they're basically, so they're making them like they don't lose them. So she's not going to be bad as me, so you will do with that, but you'll come back.
Well, let me tell you, you don't know what they're going to do.
No. Because it's always somebody better.
It's always somebody better. But I also believe in the power of God. And I feel like, when your intentions are good, God will step in, honey, and He will use you, and you will beat that face like you've never beat another one before. So you can't go out there like that. I want everybody to win. There's enough money out there, literally, and that's what people don't know. Everybody. There is enough, and honestly, I want to keep it with us.
Hey, okay, this is all we promote on here about people that stick together. If we come together, we will be. Great. Girl, great. Be great. Y'all see what we're trying to say? This is the message. That's a fact. Absolutely. So that's really what we be trying to promote here. But when you're working in this day and time, man, and this is just my personal opinion. I've been saying it for the last 3 months. I just believe we are at the end of time because it's so wicked. And I have never seen evil and malicious and envy and jealousy as I have seen now. It's crazy. Like people really get at selling them souls and will cut your throat to get you out the way so they can get. So you do have to be careful, and that's why we try to choose the best. We don't have to have guests on here. I just like it that, honey. I got 5, 6, 7 personalities. I can have a good time by myself, honey. Y'all be like, damn, she crazy, but I gotta watch her. She funny, but you know what I mean. But
I got enough wigs to have.
Girl, hey, and I'll change up on you real quick, honey. I just have it naturally on the last one. So, but that's how it is. So we try to have that good energy that come, and so always. With the dealing with him with the Be Great, we always go back where we was all trying to get something and get somewhere and just and now people go in advance so pretty much I was like his little administration, so I kind of know who, what, where, like, I gotta get them, we can't forget about them, we gotta get back at them, and and just people that we can remember that he went around the table doing all his Snapchat, taking pictures of everybody. Right. And supporting them, and that's what we just try to do and keep that positive energy going on, during this course of time. We not know. It's not to get to know you. It's nothing. It's just really we don't know a lot of people out here. I know I don't. Yeah. I didn't know we have so much talent out here.
It's a lot.
It's a whole. And everybody black, growing a black business.
Yeah, and I feel like too it's good to build the resources and know what's in your town, what's in your city, or out of there, or close by, or you never know who. And by it being so small of a city that we can work hand in hand and expand each other's businesses. One hand wash the other.
Because we damn sure gonna be calling you for our models on our next photo shoot, honey. You is
so overdue for
yes. So he's about due for some photo shoots coming up, but he got a couple little projects he's there right now. So one thing I wanted to ask you personally, what is a very good product, or what is good to remove makeup, the foundations and everything off your face, deep pores. When you're taking it off, and how should you be taking your makeup off? If you want to explain that, because that's something I want to know personally.
Okay, well, there's so many things.
Yeah.
So many things.
I mean, just say if somebody didn't have what you could use at your home.
Coconut oil.
Shut your face.
Coconut oil.
Okay. And I love coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Okay.
It's soft. It makes your face feel good.
Okay.
You still have to cleanse your face afterwards because it'll make you think that your face is clean.
So wait a minute. So right now, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
And put some coconut oil.
You're going to take like a quarter size.
Okay, I'm glad you told me. Black people get in there, but I got to get this shit.
It ain't lotion, though. You don't put both hands. Just a little bit of blood.
Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking like, so just a little.
It only take like a quarter size because your body heat is gonna melt it.
Yeah.
And then rub it on your face. When you start to rub it all in, you're gonna see everything is just moving. Okay. It's coming off. And then take a washcloth or whatever you use, and start wiping it off, and then cleanse your face afterwards. You want to pick your facial cleanser according to your skin type. So you have oily skin, dry skin, combination skin. You have sensitive skin.
Sensitive for me.
Some people have like skin irritations where they have like eczema on their skin, psoriasis. All these different type of things on their actual face to deal with. So you want to choose your cleanser according to your needs.
Okay.
We have this thing now. Social media is so great that we're choosing items that we use on very particular parts of our body, according to what the hype is about that product at the time. Doesn't mean that it's good for you.
Right.
So because this influencer is on YouTube and they have 1 million likes on it, this is a good product. It might not be good for you. So you really have to know your skin.
So do you prefer like soap on your face at all?
I don't use any soap on my face. I feel like soap is for the body.
I do. I'm gonna tell you, and this is crazy. I use the oatmeal coconut from the damn dollar store, girl.
I do like
and it make my face feel so
well, see, if it's working for
that's
you,
what I said. That's why I wanted to ask you.
If it's working for
anything
you,
with oatmeal and coconut, you know.
I love anything.
But it don't dry my skin out. You can feel the cleanliness in my face. And I'm looking at a lot of people use Noxzema.
Now that's old school.
Okay.
I tell people though all the time, go back.
Yeah.
Go back to what was working before we came up with all this fancy stuff.
Yeah.
That cost you, you paying $500 for, the 2 drops.
Yeah.
When you can get to Noxzema for like $4, $5, and it lasts you forever.
Now let me ask you a question with that, because a lot of people break out with them blotches. They're not supposed to use that every day. That should be like a what? Once a week cleanse?
If you have like deep cleansing, you have like deep cleansing products, you should also be exfoliating your skin. Now you exfoliate only 1 to 2 times a week.
Okay.
There are people that exfoliate excessively, like almost every day or every time they do a makeup look. It could be 4 or 5 times that week. They're exfoliating after, and then they're like, "Oh, I have all these things," because that stuff like breaks your skin down, and it starts to almost like create wounds because you're scrubbing them layers off. So you're only doing that during selective periods, and then you have to replenish that skin. You have to be using toners. You have to be using moisturizers. Or whatever extra additive you need for whatever your skin is going, going on. If it's like pore refining, if it's age defining, or whatever it is, pore minimizing, you want to make sure that you're catering to your skin and not doing things excessively. Less is more. When it comes to the skin, less is more.
Listen to it. Okay. But girl, thank you so much for this coconut oil.
Yeah. But you know what else? Because I am not a fan of just random bar soaps on the face. However, but I'm not an esthetician. Let me make that clear. Y'all can see Sally Nicole But black soap though.
Yes, I got that too.
The black soap.
I'm glad you said that. I got black seed soap.
It has been good forever. I feel like there is something to that soap because I use a mask. Sometimes I use a mask, and it's a black soap mask by Shea Moisture, I think it is. It's good. Okay. And I know my husband used the black soap.
Now, where y'all get that from? Did y'all go down to the oil place for this?
No, I just found it. If I'm looking for it, if I'm in Walmart, I just go and grab it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where.
Fillmore, they got a nice oil spot down there. Fillmore and Utica.
Oh no!
Soon as when you like coming off that 12 going to French Street and all that, it's right there. When I say they got every soap, every shea butter, so I mess with them. That's where I get my black seed soap from.
See, I was getting a lot of it. Like I said, if I'm out at the store, I'll just grab it from there. Yeah. Now my aunt, Cynthia, she had a boutique called Charisma's Boutique on Genesee.
Okay.
And she had oils and shea butters and She had the lotion where you can put your own fragrance and stuff in there. So I was getting a lot of stuff from her. So now I just wasn't going to buy it because I had so much of it. But then when I remember if I'm at the store or something, you know, I just go and grab it. But I didn't even know about that place on Fillmore.
Yes, and they black owned. That's what and this is why I tell people, if you don't go over there, like I don't ride down Genesee just to ride down Genesee. I'm not going downtown if I don't need to go downtown. So when I do ride through, I've seen, that's what I'm trying to tell you, it's so many black restaurants out here. And I'm looking like I gotta hit you, and because I want to talk about them. I want to let people know too. So I gotta get around. You know,
it's a lot.
Yeah, but see, once this pandemic hit, I was like, I wasn't jumping here.
And you shouldn't. But because Corona is alive and well.
Yeah.
Her and her friends are still out there.
Waiting for you.
But
you know, we still go get food. So I was looking at it. I still got to get out there, and I just, you know, once the spring will pick back up, or randomly when I hit them, I'm just gonna go live right in there with them because that's the only way I'm gonna get footage.
Right.
Let's talk about your launching next Friday.
Yes, it's finally here. I'm so excited. Jacqueline Beauty is finally launching, and this is like, it's like my baby. It's like I had another baby. Yeah. Like I just love it. I love the name. The name Jacqueline is actually
the flyers is flawless. They're on my page, so y'all check them out. I've been advertising it. Yes.
The name came about from it is the first two letters of all three of my daughter's names.
I kind of thought that, but I didn't know. I was going to ask you that.
Jacqueline, and my husband gave me that. He said, "What about Jacqueline?" And I'm like, "What is that?" And then when he told me how he did it, I was like, "Shut up!
Come on, John. Is you not gonna do something?"
Like,
come on, man.
Real brothers.
Oh my gosh! It actually, I'm totally in love with it now. In the beginning, I was just like, I had almost like a detachment because I had another name. And this is a good lesson right here, right? Because us as black people, we get quick to go into business and not do our research. You got to do your due diligence. And I had chosen a name and fallen in love with it and been saying it and using it, and somebody else owned it.
Ooh.
So here I go thinking I'm going to give me a trademark, and it's there. Boom, 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 boom. No, you ain't. It ain't yours. And I'm like, what I'm going to do now? I couldn't get away from it. I done paid to have logos designed. Well, my husband paid for it, but still. I had logos designed. I'm like attached to it. And it was just like it was snatched away from me.
That's crazy you said that, because a lot of us that we might want to do something or have the, you know, the want, but don't, the research is definitely necessary. Absolutely. Because it saves you from, and that's the one thing I know, it saves money.
Absolutely.
Save time, energy, mistakes.
Absolutely.
Frustration, because you're going to bump your head, and especially if you waste the money and all that's going to come in. You might give up on $1 million dream because you didn't do the research first to save you from those steps and those headaches and things like that. And so that way, moving forward, you could, you know, be able to maneuver in whatever business that you're doing, whatever line of the field, and you can be able to move successfully.
Absolutely. That's right. It's so important. That was a huge lesson for me. So from that point forward, I'm on it.
Right. Gotta check everything out. Gotta check everything out. And if you don't understand, you gotta ask. But that's what I'm saying about black people, that a lot of people have businesses and is there and won't share the information. And that's what we don't do.
We don't go through these lessons.
We'll send her to the next person if they say, hey, when you looking for a makeup artist, this is what we saying, like, if you can't do nothing but support sharing something, liking something, commenting.
Because it's not for
It's not that much.
When we go through these experiences and, when, you know, you have all these different milestones in life where, you know, when you start to progress in life and you learn a lesson, that lesson is for you to share. It is for the next person. God don't allow us to have these experiences and us to learn these things and these trials and tribulations for you to keep it to yourself. But one, it's a perfect opportunity for you to tell somebody how good God is. You know, and then help them not to make the same mistake you did. I was recently on a live, and there was a makeup creator, and she has a really big makeup line. But her attitude about the how she got there was, I ain't gonna tell the next person this is that. I had to struggle. Why am I telling you? And I was just, that turned me off because I was a huge supporter of her. And that turned me off. I'm like, that's not it. That ain't how we supposed to do this. That's not it. Just because you had a hard time and you had to grapple through the rocks, don't mean that the next person should have to.
And making a
You're
way
supposed to be
for
making
the next.
it easier for the next person.
But so that's how it happens in all industries. It's like that everywhere. They feel they did what they had to do to get. Now you do it.
Right.
That's why I said that. You know, with celebrities, it's so many of them out there. I understand you grinding got to that bill or that meal, but at the end of the day, you always look back at your home and say, because like I said, here with so much talent, I always wish I was a millionaire because there's so much talent I would grab up. So many young girls with so much potential that if you just grab them because maybe they don't have the right upbringing, you can, you know, it's sad when you don't have it. You got so many ideas to do it. And I'm saying, Lord, give it to me.
Give it to me.
I got the good heart.
Awesome.
You know, so.
I wanted to touch on that on the flip side of what you're saying too, because of those experiences through people, and it sounds like she been through something. Might been a little experience, and the reason why I'm saying that is because you got to be careful who you share the information with. That's the one main thing too, because I don't watch it personally. You give information to people, and people will look at you like, "No, you didn't." They look me in my like, I been knew about. I'm looking like you ain't asked me that 32 times. So now you didn't have the information. That will make a person say, "You know what? Find it on your own now."
It will.
But you gotta be careful, don't, because it's genuine people out here that. But I'm saying that's a reason why it could turn the switch off for you to make you not want to give nobody up, because you all that thousands of dollars I've been saved you and I gave you the information. You gonna look me in my eye and tell me I didn't help you. You ain't did nothing for me. I did it by myself.
Them, they'll knock it. They'll be, oh, I ain't got time for that. I ain't interested. I don't want to. And then turn around and be promoting. The same, it's like, oh, I thought you told me that you
That's different.
What you trying to
We have
I feel
experienced
like
it all.
That's where your spiritual relationships come in, because that discernment is so important.
Come on.
It is so important. And that's when you got to tap in and be like, Lord, is this good for me?
Right.
Let me know. Show me a sign. Send me a dream.
Let me know. Come on. And you get those warnings when you are tapped in with them.
Yes, you do.
Because once he got an anointing over you, there is no harm coming against you, no way, anyway. And that's what we were just talking a couple of days ago, and just saying how whatever anybody do, be creative of your own thing. Absolutely. I don't need to be like you. You don't need to be like me. I don't want what you got. You don't want. And then we share information and can give some ideas. And even if you take them and go, I'm happy you to use my idea. Okay, cool. Right. You know, and then give me one. You know what I mean? Because everybody can use them. Our mind is always exhausted of ideas of our own, but sometimes it takes another person to be like, you know, try this or try that. But my thing is just be your own person. You know, create your own. I don't want to be like such and such, because I was explaining to him, like with the clothing lines out here. There's so many clothing lines out here.
A lot.
And I don't see really nothing alike.
No.
But I don't want what you got anyway. So I'm not going to go copy and get something that's even similar to you, because I want to be different. Because I could put my logo on your stuff, ain't going to look right, but your shit banging.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you're not going to look like me. So don't copy, don't nothing. Everybody have their own creativity, and you're going to go far with it. But when you being malicious and doing things out of spite,
it's not gonna work.
You're not going to make it.
It's not.
And while you in competition and I'm not paying attention, I'm going right here.
Because I'm booked and busy. So
that's what everybody. That's just a little Jew. We want to let everybody know it's so much out here, and we all can support one another. Right? Like I got a couple clothes lines I'm about to reach out. I never even knew that. Just seeing they designs. I think they call R&R.
Oh,
that's what I didn't know neither till they was on the news.
Oh, wow.
On Amherst somewhere, but it's the way the ours is designed that caught me like, oh, I couldn't go put that over on Be Great. You see what I'm saying? And they can't take Be Great and put it on their shit, and they gonna get the same outcome. It's not.
No.
You know what's supposed to be there is there.
Right.
So you know that's just a little jewel for everybody to know. Get your own so that you can be like, oh, that's me. That's my identity. Absolutely. Not, you know.
And then what you put into it is what you get
Come
out
on
of it.
now.
So when you go and snatch somebody else's idea and they done been through the trenches with this thing, you are not going to get the same reward.
Come on.
Thank you. You're not going to get the same reward. You reap what you sow. And if I've been sowing and I've been giving it, all that's mine.
That's it.
All that's mine. You ain't going to get it.
That's it.
Not none
It's not for you. Your name ain't on that thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So also we want to let everybody know too, I always got to throw that in there. Get out here and vote.
Vote.
The 24th, I believe. The 24th, right?
It is.
It starts out Saturday.
October
24th, y'all. Get out there and get it done.
Yes.
Get out there and get it done. Now,
vote.
just while you're here, before we close out, or did you have any other questions for me?
No, I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, the one thing I wanted to ask first too, because I know we got into makeup, that we didn't really touch too much on the hair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Let's talk about
The
it.
hair.
Okay.
Well, okay, so I don't do hair as much as I used to
Okay.
now that Jakele has kind of just
Took
taken
off.
over.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have clients that I had like for a long time that I still do. But for the most part, I still have people to call me like, oh, can I just get a quick weave or something? And I still do them. But my sister does hair.
Okay, let's give her a
My
shout out.
sister, hi Newt. Well, I call her Newt. Her name is Reenie.
Reenie.
And she's on all social media aspects. Braids by Reenie. You'll find her on Instagram.
Braids.
Braids.
Oh, braids.
Braids by Reenie.
Okay.
She braids her butt off.
Mm.
She's killing it. I ain't
Okay.
just saying it because my sister.
Right.
She's dope.
Okay.
And but she does all kinds of hair. She does weaves, crochet. She does guys locks
Oh, okay.
and twists and everything. So the more I kind of moved into the makeup
Okay, you
world,
passing everything.
then I send them on over
Come
to my
on.
sister.
Did you hear what she said? Come on. But let me ask you a question. What were you doing? Like, are you doing the lace fronts?
Everything.
You doing? So you doing
I
all
was doing
anything?
everything but braiding. I braided for probably about 2 years, and I realized that was not for me.
Okay.
It hurts.
Yeah.
And I was tired, and my hands was hurting, and I was
Cramping.
like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister, when she was little, she would be watching me braid, and she started braiding, and I'm just like, wait a minute, this chick out braiding. So it's time for me to fall back.
There you go.
It's time for me to fall back, because she's good.
Yeah.
And she had been good for a long time. So then when I started to notice, I'm like, okay, yeah, you should probably be doing this.
And I'll take care.
Because mine don't look like that.
Yeah. What about do you grow hair? Do you do natural hair with the wraps and stuff like that?
Well, Jakele is right now. It's 2 parts.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jakele Beauty Cosmetics, and then there's Jakele Beauty Hair Care.
Oh.
And I have created a hair buttercream hair butter that is growth stimulant and it's so creamy and good. It smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all this richness in there. A lot of like oils, castor oils, really an ingredient that's awesome for your hair. A lot of rich butters, shea butters, and things like that in there. And my daughter, one of my daughters, she had eczema in her hair really bad, all around her edges.
Yeah,
all over her skin.
Just
but
peeling
it
back.
really affected her edges. And when you're scratching it, it's irritated. Where there's a scab, there's no hair. So she started to lose a lot of her hair. And at a young girl's age, that's devastating.
Right.
When you used to having all this hair, and the puff ball like rules the kids right now. So when her puff ball was jeopardized, I was like, wait a minute, I need this puff ball, mommy. But to see her cry and to be heartbroken that her hair was doing something and she had no control of it, I had no control of it. It was heartbreaking for me, for one, because I'm a professional. I should know how to fix this. Right. But this is my baby, and she's hurt, she's broken, and I can't fix this right now. So I was like, I got to figure out how, because I was buying all kind of stuff. I'm using all kind of things. And I'm like, okay, I got to just stop. I started researching. I started reading and digging. And I started finding out more and more things. And I'm like, I got to take this back to the roots. We got to get natural with this. And that's what I did. And I created this awesome hair growth oil and the buttercream hair butter. And when I say my baby hair is back, it's been a year. And that journey was so rough, but within the first 2 months, she had already had all her edges back.
Girl, okay, now I'm going to call you. I said, I'm going to call you.
She had already had her edges back. And it was, even then though, I still hadn't thought about it as a product. It was just something that I needed to do for my baby. So then my sister, I was like, okay, maybe my sister was like, you need to be selling this. And I'm like, So I'm talking to my husband, and he's like, absolutely.
You know Johnny gonna say absolutely.
You already know.
Get it going.
Right. Order the stuff. Let's get it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So my sister, Brayden, she does hair, she does a lot. She has a really good clientele. She started using it on her clients. She started with the oil, and she like, called me, hey, you got any of that oil bottle? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, my client wants some. And she's like, how much is it? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't even got that. So she started using it on everybody. And I sold like my first 2 batches through my sister's clients. And to the point where then she had clients, she's like, he won't buy nothing else for his hair. So
still today?
Can you get it? Can you get it done quick? Because he needs some oil for his hair. And he ain't getting mine.
But this is current today?
Today, yes. And I haven't even launched it. It's supposed to launch after the Jakele cosmetic launch, but It's already.
It don't matter.
I mean, people were inboxing me. I have like reviews where people like, oh my gosh, I had an author from Georgia, and she said my sister-in-law used this on my son's hair. She's like, nothing works on his hair. She said, but when she put it on there, I was like, wait a minute, this looks like it's doing something. She's like, literally instantly I could see something happening on his scalp. She's like, can I please get 2 bottles before I go back to Georgia? Then she sent me a message. I messaged her like, hey, how's everything going with the oil? She's like, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how good. I'm just like, what?
I'm sick of hearing this, honey. Now, what's the name of this stuff I gotta get about it? What is the name of it?
It is Jacele. It's Jacele Beauty Hair Growth Oil.
You have it available?
I have, if you want some.
Yes, I do.
And I have.
How much is the bottles? How much is the bottles?
Well, I haven't launched it just yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll text you
yet,
because I'm gonna need me a bottle. Yeah, because I cash app right after the show.
And I have the buttercream hair butter. Okay. And it smells so good, it feels so good, and it's all natural, so you can't use it all over your body. Mm-hmm. But my sister's like, can I put this on? She's like, I want to put it on like when I get out the shower. Because it smells good and it feels good. It's not greasy, so it's not like you gotta feel like you gotta wash your hands afterwards. Yeah. It's not like that. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I ain't saying it because it's mine. I'm saying it because it's good. It's good stuff.
Standing on the product.
Come on, standing on the product. I got, and I'm so happy about all the females that I have came across that been on here. Y'all all got that thing in common there. And I'm about to put these goddamn things to the test and see who really bought what they talking about. It's not a competition. This is all love. It's all love. But I tell you this, I like my shea butter, who I get shea butter from Indoor, and I don't know if you know about Prissy. Prissy Prima Donna. But anyway, I
just saw.
Okay, she got some mean smoothie for my hair.
I saw
so
that.
I'm working with that too. So I don't want to put too many products going at one time.
Right,
but I definitely want your oil. I'm not gonna do a smoothie of yours yet. I'm gonna see what hers doing. But I definitely for my edges. That's what when you talk about your daughter. I said, Lord, she healed me.
And let me tell you, because I've always had thin, sensitive edges.
Okay.
Like if
because
the
I
wind
wear a lot
blow,
of wigs and weaves.
If the wind blow, my edges will leave.
Girl,
Listen, if the wind blow hard enough, the edges is gone. That's the kind of edges I got.
Oh, so you got to treat them.
So I got to be careful.
Yeah,
and I've been good. And I've been changing my wigs and my weaves, all that kind of stuff all the time.
Okay.
And I got oil up underneath that stocking cap. Okay. Baby, I'm all right.
Well, that's what I tell you. So that's what I'm going to do because I want to keep, and I'll keep shouting out these products.
Absolutely.
So I'm just saying that's just good with black women that I see everybody going into their own little field, but everything. I just wish y'all could come together one day. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, with black women coming together.
We need to have a Black Girl Magic Festival or something.
And you smart about that.
Listen.
Smart about that.
There's a lot of power in that because, we need to see more of that anyway. That would be a good example and things like that. And more of building the resources, meeting people, expanding the brand. That'd be dope.
And that's what we have. Yep, so we might have to make that happen for 2021. And I'm going to try to make that happen. I mean, I only got 3 of y'all, but it don't matter. It don't take 20, it don't take 15.
Let me tell you.
But it's just sharing information with each other.
Listen, the Bible says when 2 or 3 get
come on,
honey,
it's going to make it happen.
So
that's right.
Let's do it.
Okay?
10 lines and 100 sheets.
Okay, that's what they say. That's what they say. So now, listen here. I want to just get right back what we were talking about if you don't have any more questions. Okay, what I was saying was, she went to a death moment.
Kathy.
Vote. And we were saying how, I don't know. Oh, October 24th. Get out there and vote, y'all. Just make sure you make the right decision. What is your decision on the vote? And just your opinion before we close out. What is your opinion with who you feel should be in? I don't need to know who you're voting for, but just your opinion on, what side you feel.
Oh, I'm good and firm on mine. I'm biting all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what it looked like a lot of us.
Oh, I'm biting all day. Okay. I'll cut my own feet off.
We cannot let him in, y'all. No. And so far, I've read on Twitter a little while ago, and they talking about their neck and neck. And I don't know how that shit happened. And it's the shit I'm talking about right here. That this is the same thing with Hillary. We all went to sleep winning.
Yeah.
And woke up and the world changed.
With the worst decision, the worst thing that probably could have ever happened. And I think us, caught up in the money, caught up in, oh, he's sending checks. I'll vote for him if he send me a check. I done heard that so many times.
Girl,
and I'm like, listen,
$1,200.
You gotta vote like your life depends on it because it does.
Right.
Literally,
this
your
is
life
it.
depends
This
on
is
it. So, I mean, we got to do better. We can't get caught up in the money. Look at the facts. Look at the character.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want this person representing you?
Hell
and leading
no.
your children and their children, having influence on their children? No. I don't want him no part of my kids, their legacies, my household, no nothing.
Right.
He got to go.
Right.
He got to go.
So, what we saying, y'all, Saturday. You ain't got they made it to where you don't even have to go at the location. You have to go. You can go anywhere. If the church next door, crawl, walk, sleep, jump, hop, wiggle, I don't give a damn what you do. Get over there and vote. We must get there. If y'all don't have rides, man, put the shit on Facebook. Somebody come give me a ride. Come give me a ride.
Absolutely.
You know, we have to make this happen.
Absolutely.
Even though we may feel our vote don't count.
It does.
It
Every
does.
vote counts.
It does. It does.
Every single vote counts. There's so many people. It's like, oh, well, you know, if I don't go, it's all right. It's all them people vote.
Yeah,
It matters. We need every single vote.
Yeah.
We need every single vote. You gotta go vote.
This is serious. We thought, well, Hillary, back with Obama, we got to vote like we vote for Obama.
That's
that time. We got to go
right.
hard.
And we did that.
Oh, yeah. We got that done.
Yeah, we
so
did
we
that.
Can do
so
it.
we can do this
We can
too.
do it.
Absolutely.
You can do it. Send your kids. I don't give a damn kids unborn. I don't give a damn send them. You know, we got to make it happen. Cause that's what
you know what? I think I recently saw something. Is it something about felons that can vote?
Oh, they said that?
I
Dang,
saw
we ain't got black here to look. Google.
Yeah,
it was something that
Shout
I
out to
saw.
Black.
Listen, I ain't saying that this is it. But I'm just saying, find out. Because if your uncle, cousin, friend, sister, nephew
they can go
got
vote.
a record, they may be able to still vote. But there's something, I guess, that's in there, some type of fine print or something. There was a celebrity, I don't know if it was, what's his name, 50 Cent or...
She said, I don't know which one. 50 Cent.
Fellas can vote.
Oh, fellas
they
can
vote.
They can. There's something in there, right?
They told me I can vote.
He said he know. Amen.
He knows what's up, okay? Let me set the record straight. He voting and so should you.
Right. Because we got it right.
Because I don't think that they can't. They think that their rights have been taken away.
Yeah.
But no, go and vote.
Yeah.
I think that was T.I. that said that.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know that. I thought.
Well, now that y'all heard,
Yes.
pass the information out.
Pass
Well,
it on.
now wait a minute, because they not registered. So is this going to be a problem?
So, but you can still, don't you still have, you can register up until when?
No, that been over.
Oh,
with.
it's done now?
Yeah. So now.
Well, hopefully that was registered prior to their conviction.
Tell them to pull your name up. Shit.
Listen,
you in there.
okay.
You in there. They got everybody's
you
name in
have
there. That's
registered
how they
prior
gave to
to-
drop the stimulus checks and everybody's paycheck.
That's
They tell
right.
you know where
You in
everybody
there.
at.
They know.
They know where you at.
Let me tell
Know
you
who
that,
you
y'all.
are, where
What
you
you
be.
doing.
Okay?
They know everything.
Right. So right now, do you want to give out? Well, not do you want to? Let's give them all your
Social
information, your social
Yes.
media, your emails. If you got emails,
I got it all.
all right. We ready?
So on Facebook,
I'm already know that information.
Matika Goldsmith
Mhm.
on Facebook. On Instagram, I am Miss Tika T. I do have a, what you call that thing? I have a Snapchat and what's that other one?
TikTok.
TikTok
Oh shit!
and a Twitter. I'm Miss Tika T on all those.
Okay. Could you give them that Miss Tika T spelling again? one more time?
MISSTIKATEE.
Oh, okay.
I also have the Jakele Beauty on Instagram.
Okay.
Miss Tika and Jakele Beauty is a combined business
So they
page
see-
on Facebook.
Okay.
So when you pull up Miss Tika or you pull up Jakele, you'll pick up both of them
Gotcha.
on Facebook.
Mhm.
And my email is Miss Tika,
Mhm.
Miss Tika T on Gmail, right?
At Gmail?
Ain't it, honey? Miss Tika T at Gmail.
Okay.
Yes. So you can reach me through the email.
Okay.
And my website, jakelebeauty.com. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
jakelebeauty.com. See, he does all the technical.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
Like, I'm whipping, I'm in the kitchen cooking, and he like, honey, your site up. So the site will launch. It will launch on the 30th. So
Okay.
if you go there right now, it's going to give you the little message. You know,
Okay, saying-
the they'll be back message.
Gotcha.
But it will launch, and you'll be able to order everything. You'll be able to order your lip gloss. You'll be able to order your eyelashes, your applicators. We'll have rose water soon. I love some good rose water.
Okay.
We'll have lip oil soon. So all those things are going to come in stages because I want us to grow at a good, steady pace,
Right,
but
right.
not too fast.
Right.
And yeah, we're gonna be on a rockin' coming October 30th.
October 30th.
Yes.
And now we didn't give that information on where you're going to be at.
So we're going to be at 700 Beach Street. 700 Beach Street. That's in Cheektowaga.
Okay.
And you can get it right off of Genesee.
Yeah.
Everybody should know where beach is. It's easy. We're gonna be there, but in the event that might change because things are changing in different areas as far as gatherings.
Oh yeah.
So if it's going to be, and I was gonna put a post up today later too, but if it's gonna be restricted even lower than what it is right now.
What is it? You talking about head count?
Yes.
What's the head count?
Gathering? Well, I was under the assumption that it was 50 people.
Okay.
But
what
now
depends, I
they're
think, on the
saying
space.
that it's like. Then I
25?
read it was 25. Then I seen somebody said it was 10. So then somebody said it was less than that. But I called the mayor's office today.
Who?
I did.
What's his name?
The mayor.
Yeah. Okay.
I called Byron Brown's office today and to get the information. So they said 50 people.
Okay.
So, and I had been told that from other places that I called, in searching for me, somewhere to book the launch and, to have the launch. They said that it was 50 people. And I'm like, okay, well, these big organizations are not going to risk their licensing and things like that to give me a wrong number, knowing that somebody can just come in here and shut them down.
Right.
But in certain areas, I'll say they don't want too many of us in certain areas at
And
one
we
time.
know what that place is. Okay. We don't gotta lie.
When you talking about Cheektowaga, New York.
You heard of it. Watch iShot. Shout out to Freddie Mac. I don't know if y'all know about that movie.
No.
It's called iShot, and they tell you about what Cheektowaga is.
Okay, then I need to see it.
You gotta check them out.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little pushback right now.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm feeling my way. However, either way, my website gonna be up and we launching.
Well, whatever happens, she's saying if y'all don't go there,
right,
your
go
website,
hit
the website. Now let me tell you this, because either way it go, people should be walking in anyway, just supporting you and coming back out. So, but a total to be able to be in there is 50. Okay.
She said, and I said, is this dependent on the square footage? She said for small gatherings, it's 50 people. Now, when it's going to be a larger gathering, if it was a wedding reception, church events, certain things like that, it's 50% of your capacity. So if you could fit 700 people in there, then you got to bring it down to 350. Right. So it's like that. But when it's a small gathering, it's just flat 50 people.
A flat 50 people.
Flat 50
now,
people.
let me tell you this. Pay attention on October 30th, okay? And we'll see if any changes come up, because, again, it's the area that she's going in.
Right.
And, we want everybody to be safe and come out and have a good time and things of that nature, because otherwise we could just have it right at McCarthy Park. Okay. With no number.
With no number. Okay.
On some real shit. So this is elegant and classy.
Listen.
So therefore, it's where it's at.
It's happening. But with the magic, it's gonna
just
be
come with your mask.
Come
with your mask. Now you're gonna have somebody at the door, like to do that head count as they come in.
So, I'll have temperature readings.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hand sanitizer.
Oh, okay.
You have to have a mask.
Okay.
Even the things that I'm gonna hand out, to give. Everything is individually packaged. So there's no transferring, people picking the same things up, things like that. Okay. We cover it. I'm behind for one. I'm gonna cover me because I don't want corona.
I know that's right.
In my house. So we'll do it. But like I said, in the event that this little slight pushback, I literally got 2 hours before we came here. Got that call.
Okay.
If that's what it's gonna be, honey, guess what? You ain't stopping nothing around here. JaquelleBeauty.com will be up and running.
Okay.
So there it is.
And that might be the safe best way, but the point is everybody might just want to ask questions.
Absolutely.
So I see what you're saying.
Absolutely.
So what you got over in that box over there, honey?
I want you some goodies for the lovely Miss Lola. So we got some lashes here. These are our flirt lashes.
Okay.
Here.
I see them, and they mean blink, 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 blink.
Yes.
Okay.
We got flirt lashes here.
Mm-hmm.
We brought you some lip glosses.
Yes.
There's a couple of duplicates in here, but that's okay. You can have enough gloss. So this is a few of our shades. We have a lot. We have
I see, and it looks
shades,
natural.
12 shades. And
okay.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of lip glosses here for you to enjoy. And I want you to go on the podcast and put your lip gloss on after y'all start.
Yes.
Yeah, afterwards.
Oh, afterwards. Okay.
So everybody can see you.
Okay.
This is our eyelash applicator.
Okay, that holds them
It's
on.
really nice. It's an easy way for you to put your lashes on. if you're not really familiar with tweezers, or you know, you kind of one of them people poke yourself in the eye, this is real good for that. Okay. And for the guys, I brought some Jaqueline chapsticks. I don't want y'all walking around here with no costumes.
That's right.
I ain't promoting
Winter time's coming up, you know.
Yeah. You gotta keep that lip nice and smooth for the ladies. You don't wonder you cut my lip while you I can't talk to you.
Right, your lips is cracking.
Just write some little stickers here that we have. You little pop it on somewhere if you want to go somewhere and be like, oh yeah, here, call her.
Right.
Oh wait a minute. So you saying put them on where?
It's a sticker, wherever.
You put it wherever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we put that right on the podcast.
Wherever you want to, you want to stick them. So yeah, I brought a little couple.
Thank you so much. And again, I still will. Well, I guess I'll be doing the launching on the 30th at the website for my
yes, go on
for my oil for my hair. Now, what is the name? Which one is I'm supposed to be doing? I'm looking for my edges.
Oh, the Jaqueline hair growth.
Hair growth. Okay.
Oil. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna get you some of that. So she's gonna confirm what I told y'all.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. 2 months.
So we bigging it
well,
up.
the minute I see something. But the time frame I should see results in 2 months.
Absolutely.
She's guaranteeing 2 months.
2 months.
That you should see
she's gonna
something.
be like, wait a minute.
I don't care if it's a frizz or fuzz, or if it's 5 hairs or it's a long hair. So you can put that through all your hair, or really
you
I'm just
put it everywhere.
Okay.
No,
okay.
You put it everywhere. I oil my baby scalp. I oil my scalp when you get our base done. Change.
Yeah. Okay.
It on through.
Okay. All right. So right now, y'all, we about to peace on out of here. But right now, I want to give the email address for Strong United Voices at gmail.com. You can holler at us, schedule. I just wanted to shout that out too. I have not even booked shows through that's my business site. You actually go in and book your appointment time. And I had 5 people on there. So God is good working that page out now. Yes, so I'm kind of moving a little book for November. And I'm happy about it because at the end of the day, I was just going to go and do what I do. Yeah. Keep everybody up to date. What we do is around the city of Buffalo, the crime, the politics, the artists, the hip-hop music. Absolutely. So at the end of the day, you can go on strongunitedvoices at gmail.com and send it. Or you can go on to our SUV Pop page on Facebook or Instagram. All right. Anybody got anything else they want to say?
Yes, I just want to say hi to everybody that's watching. Thank y'all for tuning in and, just hearing my little old voice. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Y'all didn't have my brother on here because y'all keep mentioning this hip-hop and artist, LDM Grand. He's a rapper. You don't know about Mario Grand?
No.
That's my brother now.
Well, send me his information.
Yes.
Is he here?
Yeah, he here. He has a clothing line also.
Benny the Butcher, too.
Yeah, he did a video with they got a song
together. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sharing information.
He has a clothing line other side of New York.
Send me his
information. He does like hoodies and t-shirts and stuff.
Yes, please.
But he's like one of the best in the game. Like my brother is dope.
Is he tight?
He's dope.
All right. Well, I want him. Send me his information, and then I'll hit him up and get him on here. I'm on the grind to learn all of them because something that, like I said, I've been trying to do. I want to have something big for the artists out here. So please, if you are watching this, you are artist, battle rapper, sing, songwriter, entrepreneur, clothing line, food. We here for you. All you gotta do is shout us out if you want to get discovered a little more quicker. Even if you do have good clientele and already know, we want to meet you. Okay? So we are. Peace out.
I'm trying to make a living.